step back. Want your people swag. Ain't even gotta ask. What are those? What is that? Please don't touch my rap. Please don't touch my rap. I'm racked up like rappers. I'm wrapped up on camera. Hit out on camera. Squeeze like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath. Bear wrath when I wear wrath. Might invest into some rap shit. Look, still shit rap. And I'm dripping on rags. Rick gonna be the tag.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Mitchell Trubisky's Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. First and 10, it's Ryan. And his first look is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Ryan. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Third down. It's Coleman. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Bears take over.
Detroit!
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Completion left side to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Got a man, it's right. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and goal, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Now Ryan on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Freeman with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On second down, Freeman. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Chicago's offense getting set to take over, and it's a crew, not only offensively, but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes. That's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
Are you really exciting the fans on that one, aren't you?
I was reaching.
Look, they finished number 10 on defense in the league, which was really somewhat remarkable because they had a number of injuries on all 3 levels, and somehow they fashioned that together. But Mitchell Trubisky, their rookie quarterback, who played well in spurts, they've got to surround him with talent, and a number 1 receiver would be a great place to begin. Because right now, the guys playing the perimeter, they're not going to give you very many game-breaking plays.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here we go now. Over.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. On second down, here's Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ryan dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Danny Trevathan able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
From the gun, it's Trubisky, staying on his feet. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Detroit! Back there! Here we go!
On first down, they run with Howard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw. The 20. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. First, they go right back to Howard. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 3rd and short.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Try to punch it in with Howard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one, but this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Bryant's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And some room to work. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Again, it's Howard. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 3, second down. Now Trubisky. Now he's forced out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, now, look at 56.
Trubisky will throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. John Fox, a longtime NFL coach. He's addressed the situation and said, we're going on fourth down. They go with Howard again. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 14 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Off the toss, Cohen. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this seemingly endless drive continues. This is Howard on second down. And now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part of getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears are in for 6. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Set. 3-19.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball. That's
what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside. And then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Gets it to Bellamy outright. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard.
Now it's Trubisky. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun. Check 26. Now let's go. All right, now look. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Leopard. Back there. Here we go. Philly. Here we go. Green 39. All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. Check. Lucky. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at let's watch it now, Barney. Set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down. That's Cohen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Got a man. It's right. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give to Howard. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This right around the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in. And the Bears will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. A big hit. Knocked out sideways near the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing now is Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu in the final minute. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Ryan to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.